meantime, let's move on to international updates. Tragedy reported in Mogadishu. A military helicopter that was operated by the African Union peacekeeping mission has crashed at the capital's airport, killing at least 3 people. The aircraft, originally from the Ugandan Air Force, was carrying 8 personnel. Tragedy in Spain, where 2 people have died after a fast-moving wildfire in the northern region of Catalonia, where the blaze, the largest ever recorded by firefighters in the area, reached an altitude of 14,000 meters and scorched over 6,500 hectares of land, spreading at a staggering 28 kilometers per hour. Iran has formally suspended its cooperation with the International Atomic Energy Agency as the president has signed off a new law that halts all collaboration with the UN nuclear watchdog until Iran says its sovereignty and safety of the nuclear sites and scientists is fully guaranteed. The Israeli military has released new footage claiming to show troops operating from southern Gaza's Khan Yunis region. This comes a day after US President Donald Trump announced that Israel had agreed to a 60-day ceasefire proposal. Italy's Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni has met the Pope at the Vatican for the first official audience. The meeting follows a series of earlier brief encounters between the two of them, including a recent phone call and public appearances. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer has faced tough questions in Parliament just a day after his government narrowly passed a key welfare reform bill. While the vote was won on paper, the government had to water down planned cuts to disability benefits to claim dissent within the Labour Party. A brutal polar wave has trapped over 180 trucks at the Chile-Argentina border, leaving dozens of Paraguayan drivers stranded in freezing conditions. They were caught in a fierce snowstorm at around 4,000 meters above sea level. Authorities have said that extreme weather and zero visibility have hampered efforts. Emergency crews who are battling dangerous conditions as heavy flooding battered central and southern China. At least 9 people are dead and tens of thousands displaced, with the rivers breaching the mark and inundating homes, malls and streets. A dramatic rescue operation in East China's Anhui province, where bystanders leapt into action to save a young boy who was swept into a bridge culvert by strong currents. The child was completely submerged, but a man lying face down on the bridge grabbed his hand and held on. Rescue operations are in full swing in northern Italy's Sondrio province after a wave of violent weather triggered landslides and flooding. Over 50 people have been evacuated and local infrastructure has suffered major damages. Militants fired 2 rockets from Gaza into southern Israel as Israeli military says it intercepted the 2 rockets that were fired from Gaza towards southern Israel. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has vowed that there will be no Hamas or in post-war Gaza. He says that there will be no Hamas, there will be no Hamastan. We are not going back to that. It's over. We will release all our hostages and we will defeat Hamas. Ukraine's President Zelensky has addressed reports of delays in the U.S. defense aid. He says Ukraine and U.S. are clarifying details in the working level and currently are focusing on air defense support and related deliveries. Zelensky has reiterated the need to protect Ukrainian citizens, where Ukraine's defense ministry said it received no official notice of delays. However, Kyiv has urged the public to rely on verified official information. A gas station caught fire in Ukraine's Zhytomyr, where flames spread across a wide area. Thick black smoke that was visible and the cause is still not known. Preliminary reports suggest explosion triggered the blaze. Authorities have not confirmed if any casualties. Democrats have strongly opposed the GOP tax and spending bill. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries has urged 4 Republicans to vote against the bill. Jeffries has accused Republicans of serving the wealthy and ignoring everyday Americans. Democrats have called the bill as extremely dangerous, and Democrats have pledged to protect working people and to stop the bill. An Al-Qaeda-linked group claimed responsibility for the attack on Mali army position as the JNIM group launched coordinated assaults in western and central Mali, where the Malian army said it neutralized 80 attackers. Authority shows bodies of alleged fighters along with their weapons and vehicles, but the government has not confirmed any military casualties. The U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has welcomed Argentina's defense minister to Pentagon. Hegseth and Petri took part in the honor cordon ceremony, and the two leaders signed a new defense cooperation agreement where the U.S. will provide Argentina with the Stryker military vehicles and related services. As Hegseth said, this agreement will modernize Argentina's air force and will boost joint operations. Both leaders have praised the growing defense partnership under President Trump. EU's foreign policy chief has welcomed Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi to Brussels as the leaders met for the 30th EU-China strategic dialogue. As Callas has said that the talks will help prepare for the upcoming EU-China summit in China, where she's called China as a major economic partner for the EU and has urged China to address issues like limited market access and economic imbalances. Hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy has acquitted of most serious charges against him, which is sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy. However, the jury finds Sean Diddy guilty on 2 counts out of 5, each count that carries a maximum of 10 years of prison sentence.